In the Clutch Sports Podcast, DJ Swirv Deniro, Toot Toot Trill, M Dollars, Coach G. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on Instagram at In the Clutch SP.
It was a great big weekend.
Yes, it was. You already know.
All the way up till Monday. College basketball for the women's and the men's national championship game.
Leave no doubt as Williams is finally on the board. It is not unfinished business any longer. South Carolina has captured its second national championship.
Slipped underneath. They go to Love. Love's going to be the one to take it. Puts up the shot. It's off. The game is over. And Kansas completes the biggest championship comeback.
Give me your thoughts on the women's and give me your thoughts on the men's championship games, NCAA basketball.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the women first. Ladies first, you know what I'm saying? Queen Latifah, ladies first, you know what I'm saying? But South Carolina won 64-49. Dawn Staley, once again, you know what I'm saying?
A legend,
you know what I'm saying? VA, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. The game wasn't really close. It might have started out close, but once, after about 5 to 10 minutes, you knew, okay, South Carolina is obviously dominating this game. And our girl that we, you know, both of us love, you know, Destiny Henderson, number 3, the point guard, I believe, for South Carolina.
A beast.
She was number 3 like AI, you know what I mean? Beast. Super quick, swag, handles everything. You know what I'm saying? Court vision, everything. I like her game, definitely.
Is she going to the WNBA?
She can, definitely. She can start.
I'm going to say she's going. I think she's going. I know she's going.
I don't know what year she is. You know what I'm saying? She can leave early if she's a senior, but she definitely can play the next level. Definitely.
Real talk.
A lot of them women can, honestly. I mean, I know I can hoop, but a lot of these girls can hoop, like all caps, no cap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's fundamentals. They don't rely on athleticism. You know, proper hand placement, proper footing, you know what I'm saying? Pass the right way, you know what I'm saying? Everything. They just fundamentally sound.
I did get to watch the McDonald's All-American weekend, the whole high school situation. I watched the game, watched the skills competition. Forgot her name, but there was a young lady who she won the dunk contest, you know, for the 2022 McDonald's All-American dunk contest. Definitely. Yeah, so we'll show us some love with the footage of the joint, like right here.
From Columbia, South Carolina, and she's staying home to play for Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks. Oh, thunderous on the first attempt from Ashlyn Watkins.
I think the table was shaking over here.
Well, and the expression, way too easy. I believe Ashlyn has even more in her bag than we may see on her next attempt.
Oh, come on, Tim Howard. Give her a 10. Make it a perfect score. It's 59 for Watkins.
Tim, how you going to go? Girls can't believe it. They can't believe there's a 9 score.
Well, I tell you what, heading to South Carolina to play for my big sis, Dawn Staley, and she will have an opportunity to flex this on the break.
Yeah. But we've seen women dunk. Candace Parker, Brittany Griner, you know what I'm saying? So I just embrace it, man. You know what I'm saying? Women can hoop, too. Don't sleep on it. Their games are entertaining, competitive. I done seen women fight. They get mad. Only thing they probably can't do is dunk. Not all of them. But other than that, the moves, everything.
We need to pull up to a WNBA game this summer. You know, I love my jersey, so I'm about to add. Like the first women's basketball jersey that I feel like I should own.
Okay.
Would be the USC.
Oh, I know where he going. The legend.
You gotta watch the documentary they got too.
I know where he going with
HBO. It's fire.
Is this Miss Miller? Would you say?
I gotta go with the GOAT.
Is this Miss Miller?
Gotta go with the GOAT. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, she had the injury situation that she talked about in that documentary that would have. Oh man, who knows? But she's still in my. It's other. Don't get me wrong. I love my Lisa Leslie's and countless other.
Cheryl Swoops.
You know the Sue Birds. All of them.
Ooh,
you
Sue
feel
Bird,
me? Like
yes.
it's a lot of the ladies that I love, but I just feel like damn. Cheryl Miller did get cut off short, but she's still the GOAT in my opinion. She did what she had to do.
So Cheryl Miller is the best women's basketball player that you, in your opinion.
Yeah, she's the GOAT.
She's the GOAT.
There's a lot of women's basketball players that, you know, that have been great. You know what I'm saying? The Cynthias, the Lisas, all of the ones we always talk about. You know, the ones that's also on ESPN that you respect.
Definitely.
Like
my girl Tene.
You respect her.
Yeah, definitely respect.
You know what I'm saying? As a basketball player, you respect her.
Definitely. So I've seen her hoop. She can hoop. Most definitely.
Most definitely. But the men's final, though, of course, was pretty crazy. First, before that, like you said, there was history made. In the Final Four with those two teams facing each other.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach K, one of the greatest coaches to ever to do it. That's an understatement. You get to coach the dream, be part of the dream team.
Yeah, more than once.
Yeah, I mean,
you are the dream team coach, but yeah,
it is what it is.
Besides Chuck Daly, the first one, and maybe early, but LeBron and them definitely.
You were there for the original dream team in USA basketball. After that, your legacy at Duke. The chips you won, the coaches, the players that you coach, the lives you influenced, the young men that you made men.
And his name is synonymous. I mean, I guess I would say synonymous. I mean, Coach K. You hear that name, you know who he is. You don't have to say Mike Krzyzewski. Coach K. We know
Coach
who
K.
we're talking about.
Yes, Coach K's young.
Coach K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And do your research from the early games, like when he first got on the scene, they're like, we ain't really wanted to be the coach.
Yeah, they didn't like him at first.
No, they didn't.
Audience, they didn't like him at first. They definitely didn't.
They didn't.
Duke wasn't that good at first. They won't like they are now. They definitely want this powerhouse early on.
Well, he definitely got some ballers.
Oh yeah, definitely got some ballers
in the league.
He definitely got ballers.
We could say each three of our favorite, Duke players that he ever coached. That's what they had to do in the NBA and show you.
Yeah,
that Duke showed them what it took to be a professional basketball player. But of course, they took that loss. I predicted it when I was on my radio show. I said
he did say that.
I did say that UNC was going to get that advancement to the finals, even though they lost to Kansas.
You did say it. I gotta give you that. You did say it.
I mean, that I wish I was a gambler like y'all on MGM, FanDuel, Draft, whatever it is. Well,
Oh, I love him. He's so good.
I done made plenty of bread. But when you saw that game, though, like at halftime, how did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the first half before I went to work. In North Carolina was, dominating.
You thought it was over?
They was up by 16.
You thought it was over?
I did.
Honestly,
I did. I was like, dang, man, like I don't like blowouts, man. They supposed to be the two best. We need you to come down to the last second shot type of situation. So I'm like, maybe they ain't come to play. Then you gonna have an off night. That's possible. I mean, you get to the biggest game, you might get nervous. Your shot ain't falling, and you get discouraged, and you stop shooting. You know what I'm saying? Stop fouling, and make it happen.
So, who are your key ballers for the game? Either team,
or
both teams.
For North Carolina, I like Love number 2. Definitely, he was hooping the whole game. Definitely on both ends of the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, I like him. And then for Kansas, I believe his name is Braun, number 2, if I pronounce his name correctly.
He was balling. He definitely was balling.
He was balling.
They called him out.
He was a bucket getter. He was getting buckets, man.
The commentators called him out, and then he started pretty much balling for the rest of the game.
And I ain't really seen no jump shot. This is all post-ups and crossing at the top of the key and driving to the lane.
I wonder how tall he is, because he definitely had an inside presence. And I can say kind of. He had an inside presence.
But I'm like, he a guard, I believe. He looks small. I mean, I could be wrong.
But he had a hell of an inside presence. That's what I'm trying to like. That's why I'm like, okay, he's a guard, but like, how tall is this guy? Because they, like I said, the commentators, they called him out, and then next thing it's like, how it is sometimes when the commentators drop in the joint. He gonna shoot the three. He shoot the three, or they gonna say he gonna do something, but then he mess up. But they called him out for his lack of whatever. And then he just turned the intensity up.
Yeah.
To me, I ain't gonna say he was the main X factor, but he was, if you got a hell of a select group of superstars on the college basketball team, if I can say that. But then you got those other guys that that are hoopers. I mean, they on Kansas, like they hoop. You can't go to Kansas if you ain't a baller. So he showed that he was a baller after the commentators said what they said. After that, he just turned the game up. And then I felt like the last 4.5 minutes, maybe the last 15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Of the game, that's when it was like,
right.
It really was, because it was kind of a seesaw battle. Of course, it was the blowout, like, okay, look like it's over, 15 points up. Was it 25-40 at halftime?
I think so, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then,
15 or 16 points.
You know what I mean? Then it just started getting to where it was at. They're like, hold on, they bought.
They started chipping away at the lead. Like they was up, about 15-16 at halftime. I got my clothes on for work, and it's probably taking about 10-15 minutes to get to work. By the time I got to work, my boy was like, oh, yeah, they only down by 4. I'm like, what? They were just like down by 16, down by 4. Damn, but before you know it, they got the lead, yo. I'm like, oh, word.
And that's the one thing about college basketball, especially March Madness. You know, Final Four, Elite Eight, I don't care. You the play, whatever it is, it's always gonna be that. Like you can't like a team down by 20 points. It ain't over unless it's like 20 seconds left on the clock. You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna be in a little extra with it, but I'm just saying like if it's 20 points down to halftime in NCAA March Madness, I'm never gonna discount the team.
Nah, you can't.
You can't do it.
It's
always a bracket buster.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's always a bracket buster. It's always gonna be the upsets. Always gonna be those, you know, the buzzer beater type joints that you know you didn't expect this team to beat that team. But that national championship game was worth all the chips. That if you spent the money for the ticket live, if you tuned in on your TV and you stayed up to watch that game. You know, I think you got one hell of a game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Both teams did what they did, but Kansas.
They just came out.
They came on top.
And before we go any further, I definitely got to shout out 2 basketball players from Virginia that actually played in the championship game, you know. We had Armando Baycott, I believe.
Okay, you got it. You got it right this time.
Yeah. Number 5, he played center. Yeah, he played center. You know, he from Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? And then we have David McCormick from Norfolk.
757.
Yeah, that's 757. He's
7 cities.
So number 33. So shout out to both of them for even making it, you know, to the Final Four. That's history. You know what I'm saying? For Virginia history. You know what I'm saying? Shout out VA.
What you guys think in the comment section? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Notification gang. Hey.